All righty, folks. Hello again. This is Dr. Mike, and I want to tell you all about our MedXPRO Summit. So we're going to have our MedXPRO Summit, starting on December 1st, which is this coming Friday. And I wanted to introduce you to some of our presenters. So over the next couple of days, you're going to meet some of our presenters. And today I have two fantastic people with me, Chris Harris and his lovely wife, Amanda Harris. Amanda and I have known one another for a number of years. Actually, Amanda, I think you knew me when I had hair and it was black. It's been that long. Yeah. Her husband, Chris, is a business coach and has been a great support for medical exercise specialists around the country, as well as for our organization here, Medical Exercise Training Institute. So I wanted to have them on today just to tell us a little bit about their presentations. They'll be presenters, as well as Amanda sharing with us what she got out of last year's summit. So, folks, I'm going to let you guys go. Let me tell you a little bit about these folks first. They're extraordinary. Amanda is our medical exercise program director and a medical exercise specialist. She owns a facility in Richmond, Virginia, titled Reconnect. You've been in business now about 4.5 years, I think we said, Amanda. And her husband, Chris, is a business coach. He owns Refuse Extraordinary. He's an extraordinary business coach. He actually has even worked with me in some of our recent developmental projects. So he's a fantastic guy. And I wanted them just to spend a little bit of time telling you about the future of medical exercise training, what they're kind of doing in Richmond, but most importantly, what you can expect to get from the summit. So, folks, if you can, I know that's a lot, tell us what you think. Well, Amanda, I tell you what, why don't we do this? Tell us a little bit about Reconnect, what you got out of last year's summit, and then Chris, you're going to be a presenter on our second day, and I'll ask you to give a little bit of insight on what you're talking about too.
Sounds great.
So Reconnect is a medical exercise practice in Richmond. We focus solely on medical exercise and post-rehabilitative exercise. And there are 3 of us that are practitioners there. We use Red Cord, which is a piece of equipment out of Norway. I think it makes us rather unique and really allows us to work at a much lower level for these folks that are leaving physical therapy but may still have some functional deficits and maybe experiencing some pain. So it allows us to take that transition back into a more active, healthy lifestyle a little more slowly than traditional methods. And like I said, we don't really do any personal training. It's all post-rehab exercise. Most of our referrals are coming from physicians and physical therapists. And I would say the majority of our clients are folks who have suffered with back pain, hip pain, shoulder pain, neck pain, usually for quite some time. And this is, they're fed up and they're really looking for an answer. Many times we're the last step before they throw in the towel and ask for surgery. So we have a unique position in Richmond, and we've really enjoyed working with a whole lot of people over the last 4.5 years.
Fantastic. Now, I have to say, folks, I've known Amanda for a long time. I remember when she started, and she's done a fantastic job. I'm immensely proud of her. And I'm immensely proud of her. And I know she attended our summit last year. It was a great event. We had, maybe 30 people that came down, and there was a lot of sharing, a lot of idea synthesis and catalyzation, for lack of a better phrase. So it was really a good thing. And we asked Amanda to come in this year and do a presentation for us. She's going to talk about education and staffing, which I think becomes vitally important for our practitioners out there, growing practices now, because you got to find these people, you got to train them, you got to cultivate them, you got to make them practitioners. So she's going to talk about that with us on, I believe, Saturday afternoon. I think Saturday afternoon or Sunday, one or the other. We'll figure that out. Don't worry about that. I know she'll be traveling. She's been gracious enough to answer the call to participate. She'll be out of town teaching another workshop. So she's going to be actually on the road when she's doing her presentation. So Amanda, if you would briefly, what did you get out of last year's summit?
Well, Mike, I got a lot of really good networking done. I felt like I met some like-minded practitioners at all stages of their learning. So there were some folks there that were newly minted MESs, and then there were folks that had been doing it for a while, especially some folks that I had known over the years, and getting to actually see them again and shake hands or hug, as it were, and share some war stories and brainstorm and mastermind. That to me was a huge pot of gold. And then the other piece was the sessions that you all ran live were fantastic, because it really helped sharpen the saw of things that we don't necessarily see a lot or do a lot at Reconnect. It also gave me some great ideas about services we needed to add. And specifically, I had a practitioner that was interested in working with some neurological conditions, but she didn't know where to start. And you all did a terrific series on managing someone who was post-stroke. And that turned into a great catalyst to send her in for more education and get her more learning, actually get her with you a little bit and start to work with some folks with some neurological challenges. And she's really getting good. We've gotten her set up with a local physical therapy clinic that manages neurological conditions, and we're actually getting referrals from them now. She shadows with them a lot, collaborates with them, and that all came out of one of your sessions last year. You know, that it kind of made me realize, yeah, we actually can do this. So yeah, I think there's just a treasure trove of information at these summits, and I'm looking forward to doing another one like live and in person. but we'll settle for the web this year.
Right. So now, Chris, tell me, you're a business coach, and I know you were immensely helpful with Amanda building her practice, and I know you've helped us with some things here at the Medical Exercise Training Institute. I'm really looking forward to your presentation. So tell us a little bit about what you see from the summit for those individuals out there that are looking to build a practice. As a coach, you help people build from the ground up. So what might they get out of your presentation this weekend?
Yeah, and my presentation is all about keeping your foot on the gas of your practice, meaning how do you get more referrals coming in, specifically from the medical community. That's kind of the holy grail of referrals. And once you can crack that code, the world's your oyster. And what I'm going to share with folks is a 6-step process of how to do that.
Okay.
In that 6-step process, they're going to have the secret 5 criteria that you must meet before anyone in the medical community will even talk to you. Why it's really beneficial to pick a lane early as far as specializing in your own practice. We'll talk what the specialty areas could be like. And then I'll give you some secret sauce, secret mojo of how to even get in the door in the first place. So what do you need to talk to someone, including the gatekeeper, the healthcare provider, whomever it is. And then I'm going to give you a series of steps that you go through to pick a good mutual fit referral partner. So it's not always them giving them to you, but how you can reciprocate that and making sure that you cultivate that relationship for years to come. And much, much, much more cool stuff.
Okay, fantastic.
You know, like you once said Chris was my secret weapon.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody's going to have that secret weapon.
I know.
So it works because it worked for us.
Amanda, I guess he's going to be on the road a lot, so I didn't want to say that. I always kind of realized sometimes you and I would talk, and then you come back a couple of weeks later, and you had it all figured out. I was like, okay. Now I realize it wasn't me; it was somebody else. But that's okay.
Well, it was you with him. How about that? You had to give me the industry experience. He had to give me the
no problem with the deferral on this one. Anyway, folks, I just wanted you guys to learn a little bit more about our MedXPRO Summit. This is our 5th one, and the summit is designed for medical exercise professionals, medical professionals, fitness trainers, health club owners that want to bridge that gap between healthcare and fitness. We got a great group of presenters, as you can see, Chris and Amanda here. They've honed their practice over the last 4 years. They can tell you all the things that they did that were mistakes, their successes, and we're going to ask them to share that information as well as with others. So our summit allows you to stay at home. You can actually participate via the internet, or you can come down to Houston. We're in Katy at Medical Fitness Pros, which is just west of Houston. We'll be glad to have you. And again, it's December 1st through 3rd. So go over to MedXPROSummit.com. Get registered so you can stay home or you can come down to Texas. Either way, we've got beautiful weather, and we're looking forward to seeing you soon. So to you folks, thanks again. Be safe. Give Logan my best, and I appreciate you guys being here.
Thanks, Mike. Looking forward to it.
Bye-bye.